Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be building my IRL bedroom. Now before I hop into build mode, I just want to put up a few pictures of my bedroom, that way you guys know what it looks like. So let's do that quickly. Okay, and as you guys can see, that's what my bedroom looks like. So let's hop into build mode. Okay, and as you guys could tell, my bedroom is not too big, but it's also not too small. It's the perfect size, and I thought in Bloxburg that would probably be a 5x5. I just think that a 5x5 would work the best to kind of just match the room and like make sure everything in my room would fit in here. Now, as you guys could see, I kind of have a feature wall and it's kind of a darker gray color, so I think that will work perfectly. And then let's now do the floor and the doors. So for the floor, I kind of just think I'm gonna do some wooden planks and a darker kind of wood color. I think I'm gonna do this color. So here's the RGB and the hex code. And then for the material, I already said I think I'm gonna do the planks long, and I'm just gonna layer that twice. So now that we have that done, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm gonna do the doors. So for the doors, I'm gonna be doing a custom-ish door, if that makes sense. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the traditional door frame, and I'm just gonna color that white. And then you're gonna go into build, you're gonna go into fences, and then for the fences, you are going to be taking the modern wooden panel fence, and you're just gonna color this white, and make sure all the materials are plastic, and then you're just gonna color that white like I did, and resize this down to kind of have the same measurements as this. And now here's where it gets custom. You're gonna go into fence gates and take the modern panel gate and just plop that in there and do the exact same thing. You're gonna make sure all the materials are plastic and just color it white because that's kind of my door. And then I'm gonna have a black handle, and then I'm just gonna resize this just a little bit, that way you don't see the little lock, and just resize it down one, I think, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna quickly copy and paste it on this wall quickly. As you guys can see, I finished the doors, and here's what the doors look like on that wall. This one is placed different because it swings open, so I just wanted to make sure I had that precise. Now before I move on with the furniture, I just want to add the windows. And for the windows, I think I'm just gonna be simple and use the factory window, and I think I'm gonna resize it just a little bit like that, and I'm just gonna do that 3 times because that's pretty much how it is in my bedroom. And for this, I'm gonna do plastic for the outlining, and then I'm gonna do a black tinted window, and just for a little bit extra detail and outline it. So with that, I'm gonna take the standard square beam, and I kind of am just gonna go down along the bottom. Another fellow YouTuber I know does this, and that is True Reese's. I just love all their builds. They do a phenomenal job, and they always do this, so I just kind of wanted to credit them because I've always seen them do this. And let's color that white. Now that we're all done with the basic stuff, let's move on to the furniture and the feature wall. So before I do my bed, you have to do this feature wall, and the feature wall is by far one of my favorite things in my bedroom. It's just honestly what makes my bedroom feel like me and my personality. So in order to make this, I think I'm gonna take this plain thin pillar and just put that there, and then I think I'm gonna take a basic shape. Now here's where it gets a little bit confusing, so you guys might want to follow along if you plan on recreating this feature wall in any of your builds. You're gonna resize it like that, and then you're just gonna delete this, and then you're gonna come and take this and just put it along right here. Oh wait, where'd it go? Right here. And you're gonna resize it all the way up to the top of the wall, so right there, and color it the same color. And then I'm just gonna do that for all of the other spots, and I'll be back once that's done. Okay, and as you guys can see, I finished the feature wall, and it turned out amazing. I added the bottom like baseboard, and then like the headboard, I guess, is that what you call it? The crown molding, whatever. And I also did that on the other walls just so I could get that done and out of the way. So now that we have finished that, let's work on the furniture. And I've recently actually kind of moved around my furniture and just kind of changed it up. So I think first I want to work on my dresser, and I think for my bedroom, I'm going to be doing a lot of custom things. So for my dresser, I think I'm just gonna put that there, resize it flat to the ground just to start, and then maybe make it like right about that size. Let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit different.
It's unusual.
And difficult because this, I mean, honestly, I don't make a lot of custom furniture, so if this does not turn out well, don't blame me, because it's my first time ever making like custom furniture, if that makes sense. So I think right there is almost the perfect size. Maybe just make it a little bit taller. My dresser is not actually that tall because I have a big closet, and I'm not going to be building that because it just is too much extra stuff to do, and my bedroom is already. Now I have a lot of like darker wood colors, I guess, and I will say most of my things are actually kind of wood grain, if that is any concept to you guys or makes any sense. I just feel like wood grain is honestly a texture that people use in like the real world. So now that that's done, let's add some more detailing to it. So I'm gonna go into structural, and I'm gonna take the wooden planks, and I'm gonna take the vertical one, and I'm just gonna kind of draw on like the dresser design, if that makes sense. So now that that's done, as you guys could see, I don't know if you guys could see, but I have like a painting up here, and I think for that I'm just gonna go into decorate quickly, and I'm gonna take out some paintings, and I think for that I'm just gonna take this one and resize it down and maybe make it a little bit bigger. And I think I'm just gonna leave it flat on the wall, but in my bedroom it's not exactly flat on the wall, it's kind of like tilted, but I just don't kind of really have the patience to do that right now. So maybe off camera I will detail this a little bit more. That's what I think I might do, because I'm kind of in a time crunch right now, because I just want to really work on like my video quality, and this is not a great example of that, because I just feel like if I have a great video quality, then my videos will get a lot of views, which they have been actually, which I was very surprised. Like my most recent videos were like doing really well. I don't know if that's just because it's maybe it's the style of builds that I were doing, but like something was just up and my videos were getting a lot of views. So I was very proud of myself for that. And I'm just gonna quickly transform this in to make it even, but I low-key can't see because that got in the way. And this was also kind of this wood grain texture. Again, like I said, all of my textures in my bedroom are very cohesive, and that's just what I like about my bedroom. Okay, and I'm back now. I just took a little bit of a break and I ate some dinner, and it was really good. I had some pasta. So anyways, over in this corner, I'm gonna work on a bench. And now I think I'm gonna obviously do a custom bench, because we honestly don't have that many benches. And I honestly don't know what just happened. I was like just spamming a bunch of buttons on my keyboard, and it like made the cube disappear. So anyways, resizing this to be the thinnest, I think I'm just gonna maybe resize it down to be like 1.75 looks good. And I think actually before I do anything, I kind of want to map this out. I think if I do something like right there, and then if I go like right here, so that's probably about only a few blocks apart. So I think before I want to start on like the top part, just so I can maybe make this copy and pastable, and it turned out perfect. So now I'm gonna color it, and the coloring is really simple. The legs are just black, I know, basic, and this is honestly just a gray texture, and I think for the fun of it, I'm just gonna color it concrete, because yeah, why not? Oh, and why did that not color? I think honestly I'm like going way too fast, that I just like don't hit the buttons or like hit them all the way. And I think right there is my bench. So now let's just move that over here, and let's flip this. I think, is this the one? Nope, wrong one. I'm still trying to, okay, there we go. And there's the bench, and I do have some pillows on them. I don't know if you guys could see that. So here's the pillows section. So far turned out really well. Now let's move on to this area, and I have a nightstand here and a chair here. And for the chair, I'm not exactly sure which one I want to do, because the chairs we have in game are low-key kind of small. And for this, I'm gonna do gray, and then this one actually, I think I might just lighten it a tad, and then for this, just keep it the basic black, okay? And that's the chair, and then I have a nice little coffee table next to it, you could say, because as you guys know, I love my coffee. Like, coffee is my favorite thing to drink. And I think honestly we're gonna take the custom route because this whole build is just gonna be very custom, okay? Because I cannot find a table that I like, so I'm just gonna do that. And then let's see, I'm gonna put it right here. Wait, maybe actually right here. That's actually a perfect spot for it. And I just want to see how I'm gonna build this. That looks phenomenal, and I mean it, because like my building standards are like, it has to be phenomenal or it can't be, okay? So now let's work on the bed, and I'm gonna be doing a custom bed because the only bed that we have similar to my bed is this one, and it's kind of, I mean, I could use it, but I just feel like it looks way too small. So let's just keep this off to the side as a representation of what our bed will look like. So obviously I'm gonna take the double bed, and here is where it gets custom. So right here is what we need to build. This little frame right here is what I want to build because it just honestly is so precise to mine, but it's a little bit different. So now let's just kind of go here and get some cubes because we love our basic shapes. And I've noticed Bloxburg is like, when they revamp the things or whatever, they move around like so much of like the catalog, is that what you would call this, like the build menu section? And whenever I go to like find something, it's not in the normal spot. Like, I get the game is changing and stuff, but like I wish some of the stuff didn't have to be moved so constantly, because it just makes it so much harder for me to find the stuff that I'm looking for, if that makes sense. Because like, I'm actually genuinely so happy that Bloxburg got some new developers, because like Coeptus was doing a great job. I don't want to not say he wasn't, but I just feel like that it was the best for the game and the game development. And the fact that he like noticed that was really something important, I guess, because he knew himself that he was just taking on a little bit too much. So the fact that he was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So anyways, off of that rant, I actually think I might take 2 single beds and just make this bed slightly smaller, because I think it was taking up a little bit too much space for my liking. So I think maybe there, and let's see, there, because now we have enough room to walk here, and I just really like how that turned out. And this section is a little bit big, but it's fine because I can add something there. Anyways, continuing on with this custom part of the bed, I always hate when I have to build the custom parts of beds, because some bed frames that I build take a little bit longer than I would like them to. But anyways, this is actually colored the same as this because we got it from the same place. The dresser was like a set. Anyways, that's a long story. But I'm trying to make sure this is nice and even with this. So now that I'm done with that, I don't know where that was going. I was just kind of rambling on. I've noticed that sometimes I go on autopilot, I guess you could call it, when I am building. So I just kind of don't really realize what I'm saying. So I think for the bed frame, I'm gonna speed that footage up and just voice it over. So let's go. Okay, and this is voice over me, and as you guys can see, I'm working on the bed frame like I mentioned, and this was quite the hassle, to be honest, but it turned out really good, and I'm just happy how it turned out. So anyways, I thought I would give you guys a little bit background information about how my bedroom in real life it was designed and just made. So about like 3 years ago, we were building a new house, and my parents gave me the opportunity to design it and just make it my like personality and stuff. So that's kind of what I did, and I really like all the like dark tones and like colors and the wood textures, and the feature wall was really my thing. At first I was looking for some wallpaper that kind of was nice, but I couldn't find one, so I decided on the feature wall, and it turned out amazing. Okay, and as you guys could see, I finished the bed frame and it turned out really good, and I'm just so happy about it. So now let's just kind of color the bed and work on the bed. So my sheets are like a white color, and then the pillows won't really matter because they're gonna get, well, disappeared basically, because I'm going to be doing the little trickaroo, I guess you could say. And for the bed, I'm gonna be just kind of basic and just do concrete, because I honestly have not found in the game a better texture for it, and this is kind of glitching. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to take the blankets, I guess, is that where you get all the things for the bed, I guess, and I think I'm gonna take this one and just kind of rotate it onto the bed and just place it here, and then resize it to fit the measurements, and just kind of make it, oh, I don't know what that's doing. some of the things that I do, I don't understand how that was like put in the game, or like some of the tools, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. And for this, I think actually I might make it just a tad bit lighter. I feel like that is something I need to work on, is really finding the appropriate color for everything and not kind of undercoloring it or overcoloring it, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, it's fine, because some of the things I say don't make sense. And I think I might just add a little bit extra blanket here. Sorry, my English is like really bad today. I don't know why I cannot speak or talk. And my actual language, like my home language, is English. When I speak, I just don't make sense, kind of, if that makes sense. And I think I'm just gonna do a blue blanket for my favorite color. And that looks really good. Now let's work on the pillows. And the pillows are always something I despise working on a build. So let's just put those here. There we go. And I'm gonna do the little trick that everybody does, where they just kind of resize them down to be like this, and then they use the Transform Plus tool just to make them disappear, because these pillows are so annoying. Okay, let's put that down. Why did this one not disappear? Okay, what in the world? Why are you not disappearing? Okay, whatever. That must just be like, okay, you know what, we're just gonna do the same. Can I copy and paste this bed? Because if you can, that will save me a lot of time. Okay, there we go. That works, okay? Now at this point, I'm just rambling on again. But anyways, I actually got back from my spring break trip a few weeks ago, and I just thought I would share a few things about it and just how it went. Overall, it was a really fun trip. We did so much fun things. As you guys know, there in America are these amusement park rides, and one of them was the slingshot, I guess is what they called it. And basically what it was, it's this big ride, and it like launches you up in the air. So I did that, and it launched me up in the air, and it was really fun, but it was also at the time kind of scary. But like, you know, I did it just to do it because it seemed fun, and it actually was fun. Like, now that I look back at it, I would honestly do it again, because that was just something really fun. And I think if you guys ever get the chance to, just do it. If it seems scary, it might be scary, but at the end of the day, just do it, and you will probably be glad that you did it, okay? And if you're not, you can blame me, okay? I know. I'm probably gonna have a bunch of you guys coming back in the comments saying, hey, you told me this was gonna be fun. I did it, and it was the worst thing ever. Well, you know, it might be fun, but it might be scary, but just do it to overcome some of your fears. And these pillows are turning out really well. They're not giving me any problems, which is honestly a plus for me today, okay? So now that we have those done, let's just work on the back pillows. And I only have 3 on my bed currently, because I used to have, I think, 4, but I did get rid of one just because I thought it was a little bit too much. So this one back here is the biggest one. And I do, when I'm making my bed, kind of base my pillows by height and size. And this one is like a weird kind of texture, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna replicate that in the game. So let's just look. It's kind of like a striped, but it doesn't look like that. Maybe this. I'm trying to find like the best texture. If not, I think I'm just gonna color a solid white, if that makes sense, because that's the best thing you could do, honestly, in my opinion. And then the next pillow, I believe, I'm trying to think. What is it? So I have, let me look quickly. Okay. So now that it's this, so I'm gonna put that here, and I'm just gonna resize this down a little bit, just a little bit. And I think it's just, I only have 2 pillows on my bed currently. Let me look at the pictures. I have them on my phone, so let me pull that up quickly. And oh wait, I have, my bad guys, my bad. I have 2 of these pillows actually. I forgot about that. I don't know how I managed that, because these are like the biggest pillows on my bed, and I might have made them a little bit too big, but that's fine because I can just resize them. Okay, this is always the struggle with me, is doing the pillows. I don't know why. I just not my thing. And then this one, let's just do that. And then this is also colored the same as this one. So there we have it. We have the pillows done, and I kind of didn't really decorate this back here, but that's fine because the pillows kind of blocked it. So now moving on to our nightstands, I think I'm just gonna do some custom building for that, and I think I'm gonna speed that footage up just so I can save time on the video. So let's go. Okay, and this is voiceover Jake again, and that's the second time in a video, which is pretty good, honestly. I'm starting to like this way of commentating. Anyways, as you guys could see, I was working on the nightstands, and they were giving me a little bit difficulty at first, but I got into the rhythm, and then it went really good. And at this point in the video, as you guys can see, I was struggling to find the right lamp. I could not find one, and I was not about to make a custom one. And then after the nightstands, I just decided to save time in the video and kind of decorate the bedroom and just get it done with, because at this point the video was over 25 minutes, which was a long time for a video like this, and I just thought it would be the best for you guys. So yeah. Okay, and as you guys can see, I have finished the bedroom, so I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and fill in all the decals, and then I will be back for the tour. Okay, so now that we have finished the build, let's walk in and I will give you the tour. So here is what it turned out to be, and I honestly am obsessed with the way this turned out. It looks so good. So anyways, let's give you guys a more in-depth tour. So over here we have nightstand number 1, which turned out amazing. Then we have some frames, we have the light switch, and then we have this door which opens and swings perfectly. It's just how it is. And then over here we have the second set of light switches, and then over here we have my dresser, which looks amazing. And then over here we have the bench, which turned out chef's kiss. And then we have the custom curtains that I made, and they look really good, and I just love the way they turned out. I honestly love the way this whole build turned out, and I think like half of this, even more, is custom made. So that's just showing that I'm getting better as a builder. Then we have my bed over here, which looks so comfy, and I just want to dive into it right now. And I think honestly after this I might just finish editing and then I will get in my bed because I just love it. And then over here we have nightstand number 2, and this is the build, and I hope you guys liked it. Okay, and that will be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!